Business updates. Rotus Oddiri joins us. Good morning, Rotus.
Good morning, Dr. Bassi. Good morning, Ayo. Good morning, Rufai, all our viewers. We kick off with, oh Lord, we kick off with Hong Kong. The Hang Seng Tech Index in Asia is taking off almost a 4-year high at, what was it now? Was it 6,000? Yeah, 6,340. These are technology stocks, mostly Chinese stocks trading in Hong Kong. So 4.3% gain this morning. It was Baidu. If you take a look at some of the highlights, Baidu, of course, 40 billion market cap. It's a large tech multinational in China. It's a conglomerate that also includes internet search, AI. But there's a new AI model they have, X1.1 or something, that apparently is being more impressive than DeepSeek. So at one point, I mean, when we checked this, it was 17.4%, but their stock was up about almost 19% in trading this morning. And then rising tide lifts all boats. Alibaba has AI, is going into AI as well. Their stock was up 5%. SMIC, JD.com as well. So that was really the story for Asian stocks this morning. The tech trade continues to push forward. From there, we look at I was talking about this yesterday about the investments. Now, and I like that Rufai likes to talk about how these are announcements, and we have to see, because Trump has a history of a lot of companies trying to stoke his ego. So they make a lot of announcements. But GSK, funny enough, this is going the other way. GSK has joined a number of other pharmaceuticals, leaving the UK to go and invest in the US. Well, part of this could be the pharmaceutical tariffs that Trump has threatened. But they announced a $30 billion investment in the US over the next 5 years. Much of that going to research and development, manufacturing. And in fact, they put out a statement. I think we have a portion of that statement there, where GlaxoSmithKline, they said the investment includes $1.2 billion towards advanced manufacturing, AI, and advanced digital technologies to deliver next-generation biopharma factories and laboratories in the United States. The investments continue. I think Google announced a £5 billion investment in the UK over the next 2 years. This gentleman, from the CEO and co-founder of Google DeepMind, this guy, please read up on this guy.
Yeah.
He is a PhD in cognitive neuroscience. He won the Nobel Prize. He shared with the U.S. Scientists. He won a Nobel Prize in chemistry for using artificial intelligence to break down protein compounds in the human body. This man is a brilliant scientist, and Google bought his company. So they just named it DeepMind. Yeah, it's Google. But anyway, he says the UK has a rich history of being at the forefront of technology, from Loveface to Babbage to Turing. Alan Turing, shout out to him. Incredible guy, the mathematician. So it's fitting that we're continuing that legacy by investing in the next wave of innovation and scientific discovery in the UK. Science and tech, it warms my heart. So yeah, that's them. Then Microsoft as well. 30 billion investment over 4 years. We're going to play a longer clip on Global Business Report. But here's a short clip from Satya Nadella, chairman CEO of Microsoft, making the announcement.
And that's why today we're doubling down on our investment in the UK. We will invest more than $30 billion over 4 years to build on the foundation we have already laid here, our largest investment in the country ever.
Now, we talked yesterday about the executives that will be accompanying Trump on this trip. I think he's already touched down, and so we have the dinners and so on. But Jensen Huang of NVIDIA is going to be there. Sam Altman of OpenAI is going to be there. Tim Cook of Apple, and then Larry Fink of BlackRock and Steven Schwarzman of Blackstone. These are massive asset managers in America. I mean, trillions of dollars in assets. So, I mean, it's going to be a massive bonanza of announcements in the United Kingdom. And this Keir Starmer, by the way, did you see that picture that was the Jeffrey Epstein picture on the Winston? Anyway, all right. And then from there, I think we go to TikTok. So the Wall Street Journal says there's a consortium apparently that is going to take over TikTok's U.S. operations. Oracle stock took off again yesterday. Again, Larry Ellison has his ties to Trump. But Oracle, Silver Lake is a tech asset private equity firm in Los Angeles. Andreessen Horowitz is another venture capital firm. They said ByteDance could still maybe have 20 to 25% 50% ownership in it. So it's the full owner now. That would be reduced. Then it's going to license the algorithm for TikTok to them. Again, this is just a report from the Wall Street Journal. Trump says when he talks to Xi Jinping on Friday, we'll likely get further details on how this is going to work. Of course, the Federal Reserve decision is later today. This is the talk of the town. Everybody is looking to if there will be any dissent in the voting for what the interest rate ends up. The dot plots to give you the outlook for how many other, where they think rates are supposed to be, and then guidance on the balance sheet movement, also pace of cuts going into 2026, Jerome Powell's future, Lisa Cook, all that's there. Now, coming to I think we'll round off with Nigeria. The Naira has appreciated to 1,497, so appreciating past the 1,005 level. However, much of this is weakness in the dollar. With all the talk about rate cuts, the dollar has weakened, I think, to a 3-year low. The euro was at a 4-year high, almost like 118 or so. The dollar trading at 118 to the euro. So we've seen a number of currencies appreciating on the back of that. Also, if the Fed cuts, foreign investors with a lower interest rates will likely look at other emerging markets. So I'm wondering if the MPC here in Nigeria is likely to keep hold on to rates, even though inflation is decelerating, because they want to keep those high interest rates to attract investors, foreign portfolio investors. So we'll see how it all works out. But still, it's good stability, strong Naira. That's all part of it.
They want to hold on to the high rate so that foreign money will come. But at the same time, as local businesses here are suffering. So,
but the currency is stable. As long as it's stable, it helps you plan.
It helps you plan. But when you go to the bank and you're taking at over 30%, it's not easy on you.
True.
At an economy where, even if it is an economy doing well, your margins are less than maybe 32%. So interest rates in bank has screamed off your profit margin on the downline. Rotus, you forget I'm a businessman.
But why would you left to another country? Why are you still doing business here? Because you believe in Nigeria,
because this is our country.
There you go.
That's just it. There's no other way. Yeah. And that's why I criticize it generously. You know why? Because I want it to be successful. I want it to work. And when it works, we see the possibilities. As regards all the big announcements going on and everything in the UK. No. So some of them are even... See, the truth is, you have countries like the UK that have made their economy, conducive enough to be able to get that investment. Look at the likes of Hassasby. If they didn't invest in things like Bletchley Park, you need to go there, Rotus. It's just around Milton Keynes, where you can see the works of the likes of Alan Turings of this world and everybody. Then you will not have things to be able to entice the likes of Hassasby and other tech icons to be able to develop an economy that people can actually buy into in the UK. So we need more symbiotic relationship here. I was in Cambridge to speak. This was around, I think, 2017-ish, thereabout, 2017, 2018. And then GlaxoSmithKline, I think, had just even done a partnership with Cambridge where I think they set up one of their research hub out of Cambridge and they were working out of there. So that's how they meet innovation. So I want to see a place. Anyway, it happened here. Nordmotto set up his own research and everything in Unilag. We want to see more like that because that's how you can attract investments and everything. And you see, it's the edge America has. And that's why I also want to say, please, all of those that have stolen government money, let them bring the money out to, ports like investment vehicles so that the money can be invested. The money has no use being $5 million in Sokewe can be invested in Nigerian businesses. See, the likes of 12 trillion that you are seeing, assets under investment for the likes of BlackRock, it's people's money. They are not putting the money inside Sokewe, but here the money is in Sokewe. In fact, there are many monies that people have died that have forgotten.
But shouldn't they face justice for
No, they should face justice, but they should also bring it out. It's the money we will need. Look at the case happening in the UK now. God knows who is Tali Shani, how 3 people are claiming house.
Versus if they can give amnesty to Boko, let them give amnesty to let's bring the money to the economy. That's better amnesty. But I did hear from a source that the FCC has actually been recovering some of the funds from, some of these looted funds, and some of it has been used to pay even civil servants' salaries and the like. So maybe in terms of, that they've been doing quite well in doing that. Amnesty, no charge, just bring back the money. So like you mentioned, the money is being collected again and going back into the economy. But to the United Kingdom and this, to be Kestama right now, he'll be smiling because the UK economy has been sluggish in recent times. And we have talked about these visits by the president, the U.S. president, and the deals that will be signed as perhaps being that light in the midst of all the turmoils and the challenges it's faced in recent times. And we see that it is yielding results. And he has come out very happily to say that it's going to, this partnership, this AI tech partnership with Microsoft, Google, investing in the UK is going to create highly skilled jobs, put more money in the pockets of British people, and just be generally good for the economy. Now, on the Americans' part, this is also in line with Donald Trump's quest to win the AI battle, and saying that he had said it, that America was going to, with all its allies, as much as possible, export its technology, export its AI. So you can understand the reason why this is very big on his agenda visiting the UK. This is one of his allies, and he must also be very happy in terms of the investment opportunities. I tried to look, in recent years, what has the UK done to make it conducive for these tech companies to come? They don't just come because they like you, or because you have very good diplomatic relationships. It's providing an enabling environment for them to thrive. They say they want to build the biggest computer, even though the cost, the empowering the computer is going to go to the UK. So there are also hidden costs here. But what Kestama is trying to do is provide that environment, say, come, we are open for business, and these companies come, and in the long run, it benefits his economy, benefits the UK people, benefits their pockets, and this sluggish economy will be revitalized again. Would this get him out of the woods with the UK people? I'm not sure. It has to be seen, but great. These are the kind of things I'm excited on. I'm excited seeing these huge numbers, seeing the future of tech, and seeing just how well the UK will do and benefit from this investment. Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, before you joined us, while we were with Adifemi, I made the point that perhaps the biggest gain that Kestama will get will be this promise by the tech giants, promise made ahead of Trump's visit, that they will be investing about over $40 billion in the UK economy. That is certain. But Trump himself has said, look, he's there just to enjoy himself with the king and the queen, who are his long-term friends. However, about steel and aluminum, the 25% tariff states or says, except anything happens tomorrow at Checkers, where they will have a press conference. Now, the big issue, I think, or the bigger issue, will be a Fed meeting starting today. At that Fed meeting, there will be a new governor, Stephen Miran, who is a new person. In terms of outcome, you were right yesterday when you said, look, it won't be more than 0.25%. That's 25 basis points. That's also what the investors, the markets, are looking at, that it will be about 25 basis points. 50 basis points, will be, extraordinary. However, that increase, that rate cut will not be because of Trump. Trump has been saying he wants big rate cut and all of that. Now, Stephen Miran is likely to ask for more. So it's likely to be a dissenting voice because you raised the point about dissent. So I don't think that Stephen Miran will vote along with the others. But why do they need that rate cut, 25 basis points? One, because of the job market, which needs to be balanced out. There's a stalling job market. Now, if they do 25 basis points, that will take the benchmark rate to between 4% to 4.25%. But we'll wait till tomorrow. But what is more important was the dot plot that you referred to. In other words, what will the future look like, towards December, and whether, the Federal Reserve at its next meeting would have further cuts to further help the market. Because of this, the market is subdued.
It went down yesterday,
on Tuesday. It went down. The S&P 500 is still retaining its great high of 6,600.
Correct.
But we'll see tomorrow, because investors are also being cautious.
Indeed.
Meanwhile, Andy Jassy, CEO of Amazon, says he's going to cut bureaucracy. to encourage innovation.
Yeah.
So he says bureaucracy doesn't help innovation and all of that and all of that.
Yeah.
But you still need small bureaucracy.
Of course, it's everywhere.
To run
You can't get rid of it.
The system. But I know this point about innovation. After all, it was Peter F. Drucker who made the point that without innovation, businesses will die.
Of course.
And in Said Business School, we were told that Nokia, as a case study, died because Nokia failed to innovate.
Indeed.
So it's about innovation,
Yeah.
innovation. I'm still waiting for your market report.
It's coming, don't worry, it's coming. Price check.
Please go to the market.
Rice and Gary
Tell
and
us
beans. Our
about...
it's coming.
Anyway, thank you.
Thank you.